Hi everyone, we are well into Aries season now. You can watch my video on how the planetary alignments during Aries season can affect you, as well as the video on the full moon on April 2nd. Here's my forecast for the week beginning April 6th. Capricorn. This week asks you to stay aligned with your heart. The week beginning April 6th brings a heartfelt approach. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Wands. The Eight of Wands signals swift movement. Expect news or developments to accelerate with speed. If you've been waiting on news, this may come in the mail, phone call, or online. The Knight of Cups suggests a romantic, heartfelt approach. Follow your dreams with emotional sincerity and listen to what your heart is telling you. And the Six of Wands highlights victory. Recognition comes your way, so trust in your efforts. Venus in Taurus keeps you anchored in comfort and practical values, while Mercury, still in Pisces, lets your intuition guide subtle conversations before it shifts to Aries mid-month. Mars moving into Aries on April 9th ignites quick action, and Saturn in Aries pushes you towards disciplined, structured progress. Jupiter in Cancer nurtures your sense of belonging. Overall, this week unfolds with a sense of momentum and emotional depth. It's a week to ride the wave of opportunity. Stay aligned with your heart, act swiftly, and trust that recognition is within reach. Aquarius. This week asks you to stay aware of seductive distractions. The week beginning April 6th brings a heart-led journey. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil. The Knight of Cups suggests a poetic, heart-led journey. Follow your emotional curiosity. The Page of Pentacles invites you to explore new practical skills. Stay curious and take small steps towards your goals. And the Devil card warns of attachment. Be mindful of where you might be holding yourself back or falling into old patterns. With Venus in Taurus, you're drawn to sensual, tangible pleasures, while Mercury in Pisces inspires imaginative and intuitive communication, just before it shifts to Aries the following week. Mars entering Aries on April 9th fuels your drive for independence, and Saturn in Aries grounds you in disciplined progress. And Jupiter in Cancer expands your emotional security. Overall, this week's cosmic setup brings a balance of innovation and emotional depth. It's a week to balance your emotional depth with practical curiosity. Stay aware of any seductive distractions and keep your vision anchored in steady, grounded steps. Pisces. This week asks you to keep your focus. The week beginning April 6th brings a surge of daring energy. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Knight of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Strength. The Knight of Wands signals a surge of daring energy. Act with confidence, but stay mindful of impulsiveness. The Six of Swords indicates a necessary transition. You're leaving turbulence behind and moving towards calmer waters. And the Strength card symbolizes inner fortitude. Your real power lies in patience, compassion, and steady courage. With Venus in Taurus, you seek comfort in stability, while Mercury in Pisces allows your intuition to lead soft conversations before shifting to Aries the following week. Mars entering Aries on April 9th sparks a bold drive, and Saturn in Aries pushes you towards disciplined action. And Jupiter in Cancer expands your emotional world. Overall, this week is a powerful blend of ambition and inner resilience. It's a week about balancing your ambition with calm resistance. Trust that your inner strength will guide you through this transition, and keep your focus on steady, purposeful progress. Aries. This week asks you to stay adaptable. The week beginning April 6th brings a major cycle turning. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune signals a major cycle turning. Destiny is at work, so be ready for shifts. The Two of Pentacles asks you to stay flexible. Balance your priorities and adapt to changing circumstances. And the Hierophant is a call to wisdom. Seek guidance from tradition or a trusted mentor. Structure your path with purpose. With Venus in Taurus, you're drawn to stable pleasures and practical values, grounding you in what matters. Mercury in Pisces, for now, lets you trust your intuition, though it will shift to Aries the following week, sparking direct communication. Mars entering Aries on April 9th ignites a surge of confidence, and Saturn in Aries pushes you to build structures for bold plans. And Jupiter in Cancer expands your emotional security. Overall, this week marks a pivotal turning point. It's a week of dynamic shifts. Stay adaptable while trusting in the bigger cycles at play, and anchor yourself in wise, intentional choices. Taurus. This week asks you to avoid shallow conflicts. The week beginning April 6th brings a chance to refine your skills. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands. The Two of Pentacles suggests a need for balance, urging you to juggle responsibilities with care. The Five of Swords warns of conflict, so be cautious of petty disputes or hollow victories. And the Five of Wands signals competition, so there may be friction, but also a chance to refine your skills through challenge. With Venus in your sign, Taurus, you're especially attuned to sensual pleasures and self-worth. Mercury in Pisces invites reflective communication, but it soon moves into Aries next week, sparking directness. Mars entering Aries from Pisces on April 9th fuels initiative, and Saturn in Aries asks for disciplined progress. And Jupiter in Cancer broadens your emotional comfort. Overall, this week offers a push-pull between balance and inner tension. It's a week asking you to stay adaptable. Balance your responsibilities, avoid shallow conflicts, and trust that through these tensions, you'll sharpen your focus and find growth. Gemini. This week asks you to adapt to the cycles of fate. The week beginning April 6 brings patience and compassion. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Strength card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Cups. The Strength card is your inner power. Face challenges with patience and compassion, knowing your inner courage will guide you. The Wheel of Fortune signals a turning point. Fate steps in, so stay open to new directions. And the King of Cups is emotional mastery, gained through lessons learned, so stay calm, balanced, and lead with compassion. With Venus in Taurus, you will feel a pull towards stability in relationships and comfort. Mercury in Pisces helps you communicate with empathy and intuition, but soon moves into Aries, sparking direct expression. Mars moving into Aries on April 9th fuels your courage, and Saturn in Aries calls you to take structured steps towards your long-term vision. And Jupiter in Cancer expands your emotional foundation. Overall, this week is about harnessing inner courage and riding the waves of change. It's a week to trust your inner strength and courage. Adapt to the cycles of fate and lead with emotional wisdom, even as you boldly step forward. Cancer. This week asks you to have courage to face loss. The week beginning April 6 brings sudden upheaval. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Strength card, the Three of Swords, and the Tower. The Strength card highlights your inner resilience. Face pain with compassion and study courage. The Three of Swords marks a heartbreak. Allow yourself to grieve any loss or disappointment, but remember to remain kind to yourself. And the Tower symbolizes sudden upheaval. Structures you relied on may crack, but from this collapse, new freedom and transformation arise. With Venus in Taurus, you seek comfort in stable connections, while Mercury in Pisces encourages gentle, intuitive dialogue, soon shifting into Aries for direct clarity. Mars moving into Aries on April 9th pushes you towards decisive action, and Saturn in Aries grounds you in disciplined steps. And Jupiter in your sign, Cancer, magnifies emotional growth. Overall, this week is a deep process of emotional release and transformation. This week is a powerful, though difficult, turning point, so have courage to face loss knowing you have the inner strength and resilience to help you. Trust that upheaval clears the path for deep renewal, and anchor yourself in strength as you rebuild. And remember to be kind to yourself. Leo. This week asks you to trust the wisdom of your past. The week beginning April 6 brings old memories or relationships. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Moon, the Six of Cups, and the Star. The Moon asks you to trust your intuition and that not everything is as it seems. Unseen currents may guide you, as what is done in the dark comes to light. The Six of Cups brings nostalgia. Old memories or relationships may resurface, offering comfort or lessons, or perhaps a mixture of both. And the Star symbolizes hope. Healing and inspiration lead you towards a brighter future. With Venus in Taurus, you seek comfort in familiar connections and pleasures, grounding yourself in stability. Mercury in Pisces lets you express yourself with subtle, intuitive language, though it soon shifts into Aries the following week, calling for clarity. Mars entering Aries from Pisces on April 9th sparks bold action, and Saturn in Aries grounds you in practical steps. And Jupiter in Cancer expands your emotional world. Overall, this week is a dance between dreams and healing. It's a week inviting you to explore your hidden feelings. Stay open to gentle reflection, trust the wisdom of your past, and let hope guide you towards your next inspired step. Virgo. This week asks you to trust that a chapter is closing. The week beginning April 6th brings a new journey. The cards drawn from the tarot are the World, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. The World marks completion. A cycle closing, and a new journey awaits. The Page of Pentacles invites you to stay curious and explore new skills or practical studies. And the Nine of Swords highlights anxiety, stress, or both. Don't let overthinking keep you up at night. Seek practical grounding. With Venus in Taurus, you gravitate towards comfort, beauty, and steady values. Mercury in Pisces for now lets you communicate with gentle reflection, but it will soon shift into Aries, urging direct clarity. Mars moving into Aries on April 9th drives you to take initiative, and Saturn in Aries calls for structured, disciplined steps. And Jupiter in Cancer expands your emotional foundations. Overall, this week is a culmination of cycles and a call to practical curiosity. It's a week of resolution, so trust that a chapter is closing. Stay curious in your next steps, and don't let fear disrupt your grounded progress. Libra. This week asks you to move swiftly when needed. The week beginning April 6th brings time to reflect. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Knight of Swords, the Hermit, and the Seven of Wands. The Knight of Swords signals a rush of mental clarity. You may even be told a truth, but stay mindful of your focus. The Hermit calls you inward, so take time to reflect and find your inner wisdom. And the Seven of Wands urges you to stand your ground, so defend your position, even if you feel under pressure. You may need to put boundaries in place. With Venus in Taurus, you're drawn to harmony and balance in your surroundings, while Mercury in Pisces allows intuitive communication, soon moving into Aries for direct clarity. Mars entering Aries on April 9th fuels bold, quick action, and Saturn in Aries urges disciplined steps. And Jupiter in Cancer expands your emotional safety. Overall, this week is a balance between swift action and inner reflection. It's a week to balance action with introspection. Move swiftly when needed, but also retreat to trust your inner light and stand firm in your truth as you navigate the week. Scorpio. This week asks you to commit to your craft. The week beginning April 6th brings new opportunities. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Strength card, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. The Strength card is your inner power and courage. Face challenges with patience and compassion. The Eight of Pentacles highlights diligent work, something you have worked on over time, so keep refining your skills step by step. And the Page of Pentacles invites you to stay curious. Explore new opportunities, especially in practical areas. With Venus in Taurus, you're drawn to deep, practical pleasures and grounding in relationships. Mercury in Pisces lets you speak with compassion and subtlety, but soon shifts to Aries, bringing sharp clarity. Mars entering Aries on April 9th sparks a drive for decisive action, and Saturn in Aries grounds you in disciplined, step-by-step progress. And Jupiter in Cancer deepens your emotional growth. Overall, this week is about harnessing your inner resolve and steady growth. It's a week of steady progress, so trust your inner courage, commit to your craft, and stay open to new skills and opportunities as you grow. Sagittarius. This week asks you to trust that a cycle is ending. The week beginning April 6th brings a turning point. The cards drawn from the tarot are the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune signals a turning point. Destiny is shifting in your favor, so be ready for change. The Eight of Cups asks you to walk away and leave behind what no longer fulfills you. And the Ten of Pentacles symbolizes long-term stability. Your efforts lead to lasting security and abundance, especially in family or financial realms. With Venus in Taurus, you're drawn to steady, tangible pleasures, grounding yourself in stability. Mercury in Pisces invites you to express yourself with subtlety, though it soon shifts into Aries, bringing direct focus. Mars entering Aries on April 9th fuels bold action, and Saturn in Aries grounds you in disciplined, long-term steps. And Jupiter in Cancer expands your emotional security. Overall, this week is a pivotal moment of growth and reevaluation. It's a week of powerful transitions, so trust that a cycle is ending. Step away from what no longer serves you, and keep your focus on building long-term security with patience.